what's up, Kudos crew? Hope you are staying cool on this super humid Monday. Just shooting on here to say hello to all of you. And hopefully you had a chance to check out the video that we shared earlier today from Lindsay. She shared some tips for new moms for summer safety. And it also serves just as a good reminder for all of us to take extra care when it gets this hot outside. I think that you get into the motion of working and you lose track of how much energy you're spending and about being hydrated. So, but this is a time of year you want to take a little bit of extra attention with your babies, your little ones, and your dogs, and seniors too, because you can get overheated so quickly. It's really no different than this being 25 below zero when it starts to get this hot outside. And, you know, with your kids, this is something that Lindsay mentioned in her video. It's never safe to leave your kids unattended and in the car. And even for the matter of if you know that you're getting ready to take the kids someplace, take the time to go outside, open up the windows to the car, open up the door, let some of that hot air out. So if it's, 92 degrees outside, it actually probably feels more like 100, 100 outside, and in a car it's equivalent to being 120 degrees or warmer. So you just want to make sure that you're being a little bit more mindful of that, and never ever ever leave your pets or your kids in the car. This weather, even if you have your pets in the car and you crack the window, it's over 100 degrees in there, and it's inhumane. You guys have heard me talk about this before, so it's just a reminder. It's a little bit different when it's the fall season and maybe 60 degrees outside and 70 in the car where it's comfortable. This is how people end up finding, their pets or their little ones have died in the car from overheating. So take the time and be mindful of drinking a lot of water. And it doesn't always have to be ice cold water. There's some studies that have shown how when you drink really cold water, it's almost like a shock to your system. They suggest it's better to drink your liquids, your water, at room temperature, because it's easier for your body to adjust, and especially when you're hot, because then that's sending your body into energy mode of trying to offset this cold liquid that's come in the body to get it to normal body temperature. So just make sure you're drinking room temperature water, and monitoring if you're outside. Yesterday I was outside in the yard working for quite a bit, but I was taking breaks in between and making sure I was hydrating ahead of time. I did do a no-no. I didn't remember my sunblock. That was something that Lindsay talked about, and it's been in the back closet since last year. It's time for me to pull it back out and make sure that my kids and I are coating up, and even using, like, I've got a big over hat that I'll wear sometimes in the garden. I think it's way late, but I need to be pulling that out to protect my skin as well. So one of the things that I did do this year for that drip irrigation system that I told you about, I had installed it last year. It's just this tubing. You can see it here. I still have to mulch that bed. It's in there. But something that I added on this year, and I'm going to do a separate video later on, is I hooked up that drip irrigation system to go directly into my flower pots. Super, super easy. I think my total investment cost was like $15. Maybe, we'll say under 20 bucks. And the cool thing is now, if you look here, I still got to tuck it in. See that little wire right here? It's getting pulled from all the way back up here. But I have it split, and it's going into all the flower pots that I have up there and around the side of the house. But I'll show that to you guys in another video another day. But I wanted to just encourage you to share that video with new moms that Lindsay had today. There's some really good but simple reminders, and also to make sure that you're hydrating as well. So we have a pretty exciting work week coming up for Kudos this upcoming week. We're jumping into gear for Pink Night Palooza, some of the pre-planning. We have one of the committee meetings tomorrow morning. Really excited about that. It's a dynamic group of men and women that are focused on really being proactive and helping women that are fighting against breast cancer. The one thing that I really love is that the proceeds stay local. So it's helping women right here, right during their time of battling breast cancer. And it's great to get involved with different nonprofits, but the approach that I try to take is to try to really work with organizations that are serving our local community with actual results, that we're seeing results, not a lot of donations and everything's absorbed by administrative fees. We live in a community that really is in desperate need of creating more resources, and anyways, Hurley Foundation happens to be one of them, and they are the ones that are sort of the funders, if you will, for Hurley's Breast Cancer Navigator program. If you haven't heard about it, I've mentioned it a couple times, but in short, that is a program that's run by Marcia Schmidt, and the idea is to create resources that can be supportive of women while they're battling breast cancer. So often these are women that are working full-time, and there's just this gap that happens between time they have to take off of work, or additional medical bills, or additional trips to doctors that are causing a huge increase in gas expense. I have gone through a situation with a spouse who was sick and eventually passed away, and it's easy to take on a financial role if it's like something that's a small sickness, and you get a couple pills. But when you get into long-term health care or a financial crisis, these pennies that we have saved dwindle just very quickly, just very rapidly, especially if you're in that bracket of a middle-income family. Oftentimes, people that are on subsidized insurance may have better coverage. The ones that are maybe in that middle income just have barely, enough. I had read recently that the average American has less than $600 in a savings account. I don't think they're talking about retirement account. I think they're talking about just a regular savings account. But if you factor in having a life crisis, $600 can actually go away in one day, 1 hour. But things are very costly, and I think that the team at Hurley is very well versed in that. Many of the people that are involved are passionate because they love their jobs and they love their community, but quite a few of them have actually walked this road themselves of battling cancer and trying to sustain themselves, and then eventually coming out on the opposite side of becoming a survivor. So we're going to be sharing some of those stories in our Kudos Fall Edition. We're going to do a big focus on women's health. But in the meantime, we are just wrapping up our Summer Fun Kudos Edition that's going to be coming out not too far away. So when that happens, I'll make sure that I share that information with you as well. But I'm sitting here and I'm realizing the slugs, it looks like, have hit my hosta. Isn't that a shame? Look at that. Yep, something's getting some lunch in my garden. Getting evicted, buddy. No vegan bugs in here allowed. I gotta find out who's in there and try to beat them out or something. But I do appreciate all of you that take the time to come and visit our page daily. We get so much positive words from all of you. We just really appreciate it. Our goal is really just to share content that helps people live a healthy, happy life, and to create an environment where we can all support one another and just sustain that positive kind of vibe. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a great summer. I'm looking forward to it. This is the first official week that both of my boys are out of school, and they got away with the crazy late nights this past weekend. So hopefully we can simmer down and get back into some normalcy. So I will be posting more information on Pink Night Palooza. One of the other things I'm seriously thinking about doing is for businesses that donate to Pink Night Palooza, that we might do some sort of ad promo where we give you guys just a really good deal. And part of it is I want to encourage other business owners and operators, people living in that entrepreneurial spirit, to really start looking at coordinating with local nonprofits to spread good news, and to also, benefit from some of the PR that comes out of that. And yeah, so I'm going to talk to my team about it and see if we can come up with something that is, worth your while. There are just so many wonderful organizations here in Genesee County that are so proactive in enriching this community. So anyhow, with that being said, I wish all of you an absolutely beautiful Monday. Make sure that you are drinking plenty of fluids, specifically water. If you're drinking pop or even like caffeinated beverages, coffee, stuff like that, those do tend to dehydrate you a little bit. I myself have had a strong problem with Coca-Cola. I'm a pop drinker for many years, and recently I just about pretty much eliminated pop out of my diet. I still have one once in a while, but they are filled with sodium, and sodium helps you retain water, and at the same time it dehydrates you, so it's nothing good. And even like the Gatorade, that's really great for staying hydrated, but it's something that you should really reserve for drinking when you're super productive, super active. And other than that, when it's this hot, grab some water, and you don't have to get the bottled water. There's no difference with the bottled water unless you're doing like distilled water, but these bottles of water, all you're doing is polluting, polluting. However, footnote, people in Flint do not have a choice because that is their source of safe drinking water for some people in Flint. Some people do have good water, don't get me wrong. Anyhow, all right, before I go on and on anymore about water, you guys have an absolutely magical day. Enjoy the breeze. Oh, that feels so good. Feels so good. Happy summer, everybody. We're getting ready to reach midsummer here pretty soon, I think. All right, till then, be good, be happy. Make sure that you like our video, and if you can follow us on Cup of Kudos on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure your friends know about all the good messages we're sharing here. All right, get rid of the negative, yucky news. Start tuning into the good stuff we're sharing here. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.